All right, everybody, welcome back to the Break Brothers. As always, I am Scott, and as always, I'm here with the other half of the Break Brothers, Jeff. And we got a little bit something different tonight. Usually, when we're on here live, we are breaking a paid break, if you will. You know, one where we've sold teams for. This one's a little bit different. This one, we're kind of going back in the past, doing a little throwback on a Saturday, and we're opening up some 2019 tonight. Some 2019 Topps Series 2, good one with the Vladdy and Tatis and Alonso and so forth. And we're opening an entire case tonight, believe it or not. It's the Fat Pack Retail, 48 count, so 48 Fat Packs. And that is, like I said, it's 36 cards, I believe, per pack. So, should be interesting. It should move along pretty good because of... It's not like current players where you're kind of talking about, potential and all that. A lot of this, the book's written on a lot of these people. So it's going to be moving through those and kind of just looking for what we can get for parallels. Hopefully we're lucky enough to get some relics or autos and see where it goes from there. Again, it's a great year. It's Ohtani's second year. So, there's some Gold Cup available from him. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But here we go. Let me grab the case. So... let's see, it's probably barely it's not gonna fit. So we may have to have this off to the side and just keep pulling the packs to the deck here. But let's see, you can kind of see one of 48 up there. So there we go. Got our sealed case. And let's get some packs out of here. So Jeff, got a cardboard blocker thing to protect it on the top, which is kind of cool, in case they're stacked. Wow, all right. I'll let you guys see what this looks like. I can without them all tumbling out. This is going to be very difficult. Let's see if we can show you there. It's 3 high, Fat Packs of 36. So we're just going to keep pulling these things out here. 48 in all. Got a bunch of stands ready. I'll just pull the entire top layer off, which is 6 of these. Wow, it's so cool to see these packs again. It's been a minute, maybe 2 minutes. All right, so here we go. Let's see what happens here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here tonight. If you're hanging out, spend a little of your Saturday night with us. Let me get this mouse off to the side. You got stands off to the right here. We'll see what happens. All right, knock on wood. Let's have some luck with some 2019. Okay. Wow, that hanger at the top. That's pretty nice. What they put, a grommet? So, of course, you guys are all going to be familiar with the design. Security card right off the bat. All right, so here we go. Starting off, Gonsalves, rookie. Is that on the picture of the card? Okay, that's part of the picture. I thought I had a really roughed up corner there. It's just part of the picture. Kewa Keone, Reese McGuire, rookie. Sam Dyson, Stephen Tarpley, rookie. Ben Gamel. A lot of these guys we're gonna find have kind of come and gone in the ensuing years. We got Tyler O'Neill, future stars, Jacob Faria, Jeff Mathis, Sandy Alcantara. Kind of cool picture. Stadium Clubbish. Brian Shaw, Pedrosia. Got a Mets team card. I like that picture. Houston team card. All right, we've got I have to make some piles here because this is going to be an appreciable amount of cards here, and I kind of want to keep track. Oh, actually, I got that off to the side. Hang on, let me get that sorter. 1 second, folks. Yeah, we gotta kind of keep track of foils and everything else here. Got Eduardo Nunez for the Bo Sox. Franchise feats. Buster Posey, since retired. Again, Ichiro 35th. J.C. Ramirez. And again, we're hoping for a lot of parallels. I do think we're going to see probably 15 to 20 golds, I'm hoping. Ketel Marte, and maybe we'll get somebody big with those. Jeff Samardzija, the Shark. Tyler White, Kevin Kramer. Let's see, do we got anything? Buckwheats. Maytook, Will Myers, Hunter Dozier, Mark Melancon, Willie Peralta, and there's a Shohei, though. Gold Cup. That will help. Very cool. So right off the bat, first pack. If we get one thing cool in each pack, I'm in. All right, that's the first notable there. Once we get a couple notables, what we'll do is we'll put a couple maybe on deck here. But everything's kind of blurry back there. Maybe pointless, but let's see where it goes. All right, that's pack number 1. Kind of excited. That Ohtani already has me kind of hopeful, if you will. Okay, another security card. I don't know if that's going to be in every single one of these. Or these are also known as rack packs. These fat packs. They're, I believe, 36 cards. 34 cards, my bad. All right, we got Alex Verdugo, Future Stars. Boy, it's been a minute, huh? King Felix. Got Ahmed Rosario. Franchi, Christian Stewart, rookie. Again, a lot of guys coming on. Tyson, he's good. He's been around a little bit since then. At least to the Rays and Cubbies. Nova, Matt Harvey, Cam Gallagher, Pierce, Ozzie Albies, Future Stars. Mr. Barnes, there's a Big Baby rookie. Again, that would have been much cooler getting that in 2019 than now. Franchise feats. Okay, here's pretty cool. There's a 150 gold logo. Of course, it's of Jace Fry. So kind of tempers that a little bit, but Griffey Jr. Newton, him again. Big Baby. All right, so I'm going to start a rookie pile here. Trying to get a little bit sorted so we can kind of aggregate it at the end there and do kind of a cool recap, hopefully. The GOAT. Hey, Jeff, didn't the GOAT do something for that big Baltimore game yesterday? Didn't he hit a home run or something? Bias. Delmonico. Dustin Fowler. He had like 22 runs, but all right. So I don't think anything too bizarre in that one. All right, here we go. Willie Adames, Gold Cup. Hanson, Herrera, Slater, Ramirez, Renfroe, Fromber. That's not too bad of a rookie. I'll put that one aside. He's turned out pretty good. Better than Big Baby. All right, Austin Barnes, Baltimore team card, Yanks, Peter O'Brien. We got a foil Mike Montgomery. That's our third one of those. We do got another 150. That's Jason Vargas. Got Bryce Wilson on the rookie. We got another Big Baby. Where's that Tatis? I don't need any more Big Babies. He is not good. I think he's with Tampa the last I saw. Max Stassi, Trevor Story. Again, this is only a second pack of 48, so I'm kind of excited we're getting some rookies. Getting a little bit of stuff here. I'm surprised we don't have a parallel yet. Hughes, Putko, McMahon, and Barnes. And again, maybe the gold 150 cards, maybe that takes the place of traditional gold out of 2019. I'm not sure. Trying to cheat here. All right. Tochi, Ciano Perez, rookie. We've got Rowdy Tellez, rookie. He's bounced around a little bit, but good source of consistent 25 home run power. Mike Soroka, Future Stars. Caleb, Reds. Victor Carantini. Is that the same one for the Astros, Jeff? Victor Carantini?
Yep.
How about that? Oh, we do have a gold, and it is for the Houston Astros, Roberto Osuna. Oh my goodness, don't know where he's at these days. That is 1200 of 2019. So golds we'll put out here. We'll put the golds on deck. Maybe that Ohtani I should put out here too. That was a good start. All right, we'll see how this is a good idea. We'll see how far this goes. All right, there's a gold. Got another one of the foils. Aaron Altair. Nothing too good out of those foils yet, but at least they're consistent. Franchise feats. Aramis Garcia, rookie. 35th. Tulowitzki. Got Luke Voigt. Workman. Every other one's upside down. Betances. Wright. Stephen Wright, the knuckleballer, if I remember right. Gold Cup. Garris. Reed. Martin. Kingery. Adam Frazier. Kyle Freeland. And Eduardo. Got a lot of him already. Erod. Alright. So we're one gold we have so far. And let's, what the heck? Let's put that Ohtani out here too. Let's see where they meet in the middle. Got Soroka, Garcia, Ferguson, Chisenhall. We got Miles Straw. Now Toronto. Got Kyle Wright, Trevor Richards, Ian Kinsler. Got Kiermaier. Got another gold. That is Iher Adrianza. Something of that sort. There's another gold. 1226 out of 2019. So we'll see how long we can sustain this. Got another foil. Got Derek Jeter. DeSclafani. Voigt, Castro again. Gardner again, we saw this collation before. Lagares saw this exact one in the last pack. Kingery, Verhagen, Ji-Man Choi. Got Osuna again. Freeland. Erod, man. This is some bad collation right off the bat. All right, that was pack number 4, I believe. Or, I'm sorry, pack number 5. What's up, Rookie Radar? We're 5 packs in out of the 48. So far, we've got 2 gold. And 1 Ohtani Gold Cup. So we'll see where this goes in our security card. Pack number 6, everybody. Garcia, Jankowski, Springs, Evan Longoria. Castillo, Gant, Lynn, Pulling a lot of rookies so far, but not the big ones. We're getting, like, of course, like Big Baby and people like that. Not the ones we're particularly looking for. Got Max Stassi on the foil. It's almost soon to be backwards. It's like the ones you'd expect at the back are kind of at the front here. All right, that one did seem weird. That is numbered. That is 45 of 50, and a Ted Williams Bo Sox. That's kind of cool. Having two in a row and then one to compare it to that wasn't gold kind of tipped me off a bit there. So that's our third gold. That one sort of. It's out of 50, so about half the packs I've had them. Dean Dietz, Samardzija, Machado, Buehler, Gold Cup. Not doing so good these days, obviously with Boston, and not doing very good there either. Peralta, there is another Ohtani. Off to a decent start there. I'm going to put him on the same one for now because I got a feeling we're going to be filling these up a little bit. Got a Chen, a Peralta, Perez, Hess, Matz, Hayward. Got a Meja, Avila, Max Kepler, Rizzo, and Sierra. All right, so we're doing pretty good so far. First 6 packs, the first layer of the case across the top. We've got 2 gold, a gold out of 50, and 2 Ohtanis already. So everything going good there so far. Let's grab the next layer here. And just if you guys are just joining us, I don't know if I can get this on camera, but so that's 3 high. You can only see about 2 there. And we're just grabbing them off the layers off the top here. Let's see if I can do this without destroying everything. All right, next 6. So that's 8 rows we're going to be dealing with. We'll be doing this whole exercise 8 times. This is the second of those times. We've got some Yoan Moncada, Joe Ross, Fletcher, rookie, Dakota Hudson, rookie. At least there's a decent amount of rookies in here, but not quite the ones we're looking for yet. We have found some. Got Rowe, Gonzalez. We've got a Josh James rookie. We've got Chris Archer, Chiswick, Chris Davis. We do have another one. There is Escobar. There we go. I thought there was a UFO there for a second. Out of 2019. So that is another gold. Outstanding. Off to a really good start there. Let's see here. Make sure that one's not numbered. That is a Christy Mathewson 150. We've got a Hank Aaron. Got another 150 badged one with the gold seal. That is a Jace Peterson. We're off to a pretty good start here, to be honest with you. Ryan Yarborough. I'd love to see a Tatis or a Vladdy, though. Kind of wet the beak a little bit. We got interesting looking. He even looked old back then. He kind of looks like Santa. Rodney Hernandez. Or Fernando Rodney, what am I saying? J.D. Davis. Ellsbury, Jones, Williams. We've got Blandino. Salazar, Duvall, Rogers. Come on now. Let's get some of the bigger names. I know we aren't very far in, but you kind of want to move it along and hopefully get something a little tasty early on. All right, still not that bad. I think that's pack 7. Pulled another gold out of there. The Otanis are flowing so far, which is kind of cool. All right, we got a Pat Neshek, Patrick Wisdom. We got Smith, Reyes rookie, Wainwright, Martin, Kendrick, Tochi. Got the Rockies, Tampa. We got Roman Quinn, Barnard, Chance Cisco. Let's see if, oh, we got something good coming up. Ish. So we got Faces of Franchise and nothing too great. These, I believe, are tougher to find. Gary V. There's a Jose Ramirez. I do believe these are something very attractive, if I remember correctly. And for those of you who subscribe to our channel and also are part of our website mailing list, we sent something out about this. It said all of them were delivered on our contact list, but I didn't get one. The test one we didn't get, so I don't know what happened to them. We were trying to alert you guys that this was going on, and I do apologize for that. I'm going to have to look into it with our email provider, which is HubSpot, which manages our CRM and so forth. All right, so that's a Gary V. That's supposedly a good one. So just for giggles, I'm going to put that one in a top order. It's not going to hit the deck, though. All right, let's keep going here. Alex Wood, Fulton Awitz, Stanton, Davis, Ryu, Escobar, Timms, Yacobanis, Ramos, Ian Happ. Got Romine, Jace Fry, Chad Pinder. Again, some of these guys, now you can look back, 6 years later, and you're like, yeah, that guy turned out. And then the other guys go in the kind of has been, never was been. And there's a lot of that. A lot of flotsam and jetsam in these. But this is a fun year to open, as you know. Tremendous, tremendous year. We haven't seen any Alonso yet either, so we're keeping our eyes open here. See if we can come up with Jake Cave rookie. Strasburg still in the game at that point. We got Adames, Hansen, Detroit Tigers. Got Josh James. All right, Tony, are you gold by any chance? You are not gold. That's not of note. We did get another 150. Not anybody notable. Austin Romine for the Yanks. But we will nonetheless put that in the pile. We've got 4 of them so far. So it's not too bad, I guess, of those. I'll go for the recap at the end. All right, picking back up, Machado, Bueller Gold Cup. We got Yarbrough. We've got Santa. We've got, I think this, I believe that's going to be an image variation. I'd have to look to be sure, but I'm thinking that might be an image variation. I'll have to look for another Peralta if they come by. Got a Perez, Hess, Stephen Matz, Haywood, Ellsbury, Nate Jones, Nick Williams, Blandino again. Got Kepler. Every other one's upside down. Rizzo, Sierra. Look at that name. Magneuris Sierra. Aaron Sanchez. He's still, you would think he'd be gone, but he's signed on with somebody in the last year or two. Still trying to do his thing. Still suffering, I believe, from the same things that ailed him back in the day, which is blisters, if I remember correctly. home run card. Yeah, I'll get that right in. Lonnie Chisenhall, Straw rookies. Justin Smoke. We've got Kyle Wright, Trevor Richards, Ian Kinsler, Urias, Suzuki, Vincenzo, Kiermaier. All right, bunch of team cards. Whole lot of team cards. Whole lot of team cards. Hang on. I think seems like an awful lot of team cards there. Just making sure no shenanigans here. All right, let's pick it back up with, looks like maybe a Sandy Koufax here. Yes, Sandy Koufax. We've got a Joey Votto home run card. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. Oh, I was like, where's the scratch off? There we go. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to miss the deadline on that one. All right, so we've got a Hank Aaron. Iconic cards. Not numbered. Castro. That one almost looks like another short print. So I'm going to put it aside just in case. Let's see if I see another Castro come through. Might be a variation there. All right, we've got Alex Wood, Fulton Awitz again. Followed up by Verhagen, Ji-Man Choi, Osuna, Davis, Ryu, Escobar, Timms. Again, a lot of this we've seen. Yacobanis, Ramos, Smith, Darvish, Pinder, and Polka. Beer Barrel Polka. All right. We need a big rookie here. We haven't had a ton of big rookie cards here of late. Now, Kikuchi's not a big one, but he's kind of come back. He was not good out of the gates the first couple years, but he's kind of had a little bit of a renaissance lately. Been fairly dependable. Rogers, Murphy. That said, I don't know how he's doing this year. Fraser, Future Stars, Baltimore. O's, we got O'Brien, Tatis. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. That helps. Let's see our other rookies. I haven't even sleeved. All right, so that's a good one. I'm going to put that over with the Otanis for now. Now this looks like another perhaps variation print. All right, let's pick back up here. Got another gold coming. That is a Jace Peterson. And that is 444 out of 2019. All right, so that is our fourth gold. Officially fifth, but fourth because one was out of 50. So, all right, this is good. A lot of gold. All right, picking back up here. Got an iconic card, not numbered. Montgomery, Presley, Moore, Owings, Chacin, Culberson, Syndergaard. Thor disappeared a couple years ago, looks like. Barreto, Maile, Dahl, Hand, Barnes. I haven't seen any Corbin Burns. I think Bo Bichette was this year. He might have been 2020. Definitely was around in 2019. I just don't know if his rookie card was this year. Kind of like Yordan Alvarez. He was, I believe, 2019, but I believe they held him back until 2020 Series 1, and that's why he has his Gold Cup and the rookie designation. Kendrick, Mengen, Tochi, Ciano Perez. Got another Rowdy. Manzera, Ozzie Albies. Looks like we got another gold coming up for the Twins. Got Castro, Barnes, Baltimore, powerful pair. We've got a Ronald Torreyes for the Twins. 114 of 2019. Golds are piling up. I'm digging it. All right, next one up is a David Freese. 150. Followed by a Teddy Williams. I believe that's the one we got right here. That was out of 50. All right, continuing on, we got Stassi, Ortiz, Goodwin, Bregman, Baez, Owens, Chacin, Culberson, Syndergaard. I should have looked what was before, Tatis before on the collation. Hughes, Plutko, McMahon, and Barnes. Oh, time for another layer of cards. Yeah, layer of cards here. 1, 2, 3. That's 6 more. Here we go. This is kind of fun. I would love to get a gold of one of the good rookies, but we'll see how life treats us here. And it's funny, there was a lot of security ones in the first top layer and not since. So we've got Victor Robles, kind of an up and down career. Came out hot, cooled off. Kind of had a renaissance, and a lot of hurt is about all he's had lately. Gamble. He's currently hurt after doing a great play. It looks like we got some sort of blue coming up there, so maybe that's kind of a nice numbered one there, parallel. But Robles got hurt with a nice catch in the outfield. So it looks like we do have a blue. It might just be a retail blue. Johnny Bench. I don't see a number anywhere in that one. So that's just going to be a retail blue. But we do have a gold right after it. Again. Not that many retail blues in these. Again, not a great player, but Taylor Davis for the Cubbies. Another gold. Golds are piling up. I probably can't put these all on stands. It's going to get a little ridiculous here. So maybe we'll just put a layer across the back here of these things. Just so I can do kind of a visual. All right, we've got a Ricky Henderson, Michael Kopech. That's not too bad. I'll put him aside. Our rookies. All right, so we got an Alfaro Morrow. See, the good thing is at this point you think, man, I'm done. I got what I needed out of this pack, got the hits, so to speak. But you got all these great rookies to look for still. Bonifacio. We've got Q, Gordon Long, Tony Kemp, Chris Shaw, Jacoby Jones, and Brock Holt. Been a couple packs since we got Notani. Maybe that'll change here. All right, we got a Herrera, Slater, Ramirez, Renfroe, Valdez. There's another Valdez. Put that aside for our rookies. As far as what we've got so far, it's about as the level that we've been looking at. Chiswick, got Chris Davis, the Rangers. Got another gold coming up. Stephen Brault, and the gold is Miguel Rojas. That is 1569. So yeah, we've gotten our share of gold so far. That is for sure. Ton of gold here for the amount of packs we've opened. Alrighty, continuing on. Got JD Martinez, 35th. Hillenberger, Davis, Alfaro, Salazar, Duvall, Rogers, Vargas, Harper, Ronnie Rodriguez. Not much. Again, we're going to try to keep these moving here. All right, we got a Perez, Tilles, Sarah, Font, Ozuna, Soraka, Garcia. Let's see, Mejas. Got an error card, Otani error. See the date. Jordan Hicks, maximum pitch speed. Got another 150. That is a Greg Allen. Getting these 150 ones pretty consistently. Got Trevor Richards, rookie. Iglesias, Peralta. Conley, Velasquez, Greg Allen again, Jace Peterson. A lot of these guys we pulled in some other form. Got Huriano, Arianza, we got Pujols, Tropiano, Hamels, Cole Hamels. I haven't heard that name in a minute. All right, plowing along. Got Garcia, Jankowski, Jeffrey Springs. I don't think that one's a variation. Longoria, Castillo, Gant, Lynn, Moncada, Ross. Got a Quinn, Barnhart, Cisco, Woodruff. Let's see, just make sure that's not numbered. Nope. We got an Ian Happ, 150. Followed by Reggie Jackson, Stanton, Iglesias, Peralta, Happ, Romine, Fry. Oh man, a lot of these we just saw last pack. Pat Diaz, Desmond, and Tropiano. Alright, we need another big rookie. I'd like to see a, I think Vladdy would be pretty tasty at this point. Another home run card coming, it looks like. We got a stock, Tommy Hunter. Man, it's been a second since I heard him. Neshek, Wisdom, Smith, Reyes, and Wainwright. Steel City, San Diego. So we've got a Miguel Andujar, Wilson Contreras. Nothing too. I'm guessing getting kind of pampered that we've been getting a lot of numbered cards, parallels. You notice there's no. It's just gold or seems like all, or nothing. I don't see any other colors, and that I'd have to kind of look to see if that's been the case. Or they could be just super rare, like a lot of their hits. And speaking of, I haven't got any hits yet. Reddick, Studio, Maeda. So we haven't seen anything too crazy. As far like we haven't seen a relic, we haven't seen an auto yet. So we'll see what happens. We're probably almost the halfway mark. Ton of gold, some Otanis, a Tatis, but nothing too over the top yet. Font, Ozuna, Soroka. Again, if you were collecting back in the day in 2019, and look how tough it was, and maybe that's why they made these are worth a little bit more. You just couldn't point. There's another Tatis. It's just pointing at him. So now I'm thinking that Dyson maybe not a short print because of it's the same one behind him here. It would seem really weird, but you never know. I'll put it with the other one. Either way, it's Jared Dyson, so your mileage may vary, even if it is variation. All right. So, okay, so we did get I was looking to see if maybe we got something else, and we do. Got another gold, somehow. Again, kind of a stiff. It's kind of a... I was about to say, that's not a gold. 23 out of 25. It had kind of a camouflage. It kind of threw me. Okay. I'm good with that. So we got an out of 50 and an out of 25. Very nice. Got a Fromber 35th. Digging that. I like the Fromber. Presley Moore. Got a Get Up. Maley Don. That's a pretty good pack. Broxton, Sale, Riddle. CC. All right, let's grab another layer here. All right, grab another layer here. Let's see what happens here. Hasn't been too bad so far. Maybe we'll get surprised. Again, a lot of gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 golds. And then we got one that's out of 25 and one out of 50. Plus we got some rookies piling up. This has been good so far. Still looking for something crazy, something over the top. Like to see like a nutty auto or something. We'll see. All right, we got David Fletcher, Dakota Hudson, Carl Edwards, Kendra Morales. We've got Rowe, Gonzalez. There's a Victor Robles. Got a Lauer, Meja. Looks like we got another one of the Ohtani error cards. Okay. Let's see what we got. Looks like we've got a Brian Goodwin gold. $5.97. All right, I love it. They're piling up. Let's see what we got here. We got a Big Poppy, not numbered. Stem usual. There he is, Vladdy. Good pack. I'm digging on this pack. All right, we got Conley, Cole, Bird, Arianza, Pujols, Rojas, Hicks, Lopez, Wins. Got Hamels, Kanya. All right, nothing too crazy there. All right, let me see. Got a lot of cards piled. There's a lot of cards tonight, so I'm trying to move some stuff around here for sorting. Make some space. Extremely large piles here. Alright, that should free a little bit up. Buy me some time. been a minute since we got an Ohtani. We've gotten 2. See if we can keep that going. Got Straw. We got Smoke. Wright, Richards, Kinsler, Urias, Suzuki, Brinceno, Cleveland, Bryce Wilson. Seems like we got a different Bryce Wilson than previously. Alcantara. Got another gold. I don't know. Piling up. I don't know if we've gotten this guy yet. Yoshihisa Hirano. I'm guessing. All right. Digging it, though. We've got a ton of gold. We could make a show on Discovery Network here, a Gold Rush one with all this. All right, so let me see if I can organize here a little more. And yeah, these 2. All right, let's see where that gets me. Got more stands here, but I'm running out of real estate. All right, let's keep it going here. We've got Will Clark. Got Roger Maris, iconic cards, not numbered. Cole, Bird, Ramirez, Rojas. Let's see if we can get ourselves another rookie name here, Alonso. About to say, I was calling it like we got Alonso. Let's see, we still need Alonso. I will take any more of those Tatis and Vladdies they want to throw our way. Naquin, Perez, Vizcaino. It's been a good smattering so far, to be honest with you. Again, haven't seen any security since the top packs. Nova, Harvey, another Kikuchi. Did I put Kikuchi aside before? Let's see here. I did not. So. All right, Nova, Harvey, Reyes, Stewart, Rogers, Murphy, DeShields, Leone, Davis, Rufnat, Ardor. Okay, nothing too crazy there. Got a Tony Gwynn. Got another Gary V. Now, if these really are of some note, then that's not too bad. Not numbered or anything, but I remember him saying that was a one of the inserts to look for that was a little tougher to find. That's our second Gary V of the night. Got another iconic card. For Juan Marichal, the reason I stopped here for a second, it felt thicker. It must not be of note. All right, Morrow, Pete Alonso. All right, just had to call his name. Got Tower Austin, Bryce Harper, Castro, Rodriguez, Bonifacio, Galway, McHugh, Colton Wong, Negron, Kemp, Shaw, Jones, and a Brock Holt. Martin, Kendrick, Mengden, Tuiz, rookie, Manzera, Font, Ozuna, Chihuito, Camargo. Haven't heard that one in a while. Camargo. All right, what do we got here? Robbie Alomar, not numbered. Got another Robbie Alomar right behind it. That's kind of funny. And we have a one. Ooh, we got a black coming up. We've got a Velasquez 150. So there is some other color on the parallels. This is a Nick Martini out of 299. That could have been a whole bunch of other players I would have rather seen in that one. But that is what that is, and I will take it. Put that in the good pile of hits. So to speak, the ones that aren't the golds. Got a Poinier, Tulowitzki, Vasquez, Sing-Hwan Oh, Chacin, or Chafin, Carrasco, Tansis, Wright, Bellinger, McCullers got lit tonight like a candle. My goodness. Drag that gas can out tonight. All right, so we're doing pretty good here. All the major rookies are spoken for. We've got, must be close to 10 golds already, and we still got an absolute boatload of packs left. Got some Otanis. Let's see where this keeps going here. Love for it to combine everything that we've gotten so far. Golds, rookies, and kind of combine that into one thing, like a gold rookie or some. Getting a lot of these, but no big names. The 150 gold seal on him. That looks to be a short print of Jeff Bagwell. I just thought it was gold for a second. Nice. Or not short print, image variation, I should say. Got Houston. Followed by McCutchen, Triggs, Norris, Pointer, Reddick, Castillo. There's O again. Chaffin, Gibson, Carrasco. This is like repeated within the same pack, almost. Seems like. Wow. They do come in spurts like that. That is for sure. Ooh. That one got away from me. Please be nothing good in there. That was harmed. That one looks like a short print as well, possibly. Wish I knew the range of it. Or these ones that are 545. I wouldn't be surprised. I bet you that's a image variation is what I keep meaning to say. All right, let's keep it going. Lugo, Corbin, Munoz, Fowler, got an Edwards, Waka Tanaka. All right, let's see what we got coming up here. We got to see another image variation. Our next image variation is the straw that stirs the drink. Let's follow that up with a Tyler Glass. Now, ooh, get a red coming up. Tyler Glass now. Let's follow that up. Tasty. A Matt Kemp color match. Is that out of 5? What is it out of? Out of 76. Okay. Right on. So that's a more of an Independence Day deal. I am good with that. Again, let's make that a big rookie next time. Again, just some of the camo out of 25, out of 50, and we got an absolute boatload of golds too. So it's been a pretty good run here, and we still got a ton to go. There's another Alonso. Let's keep that gravy train. Pull that gravy train right up. I'm here with a catcher's mitt. Altair, Galloway, McHugh, Wong, Farmer, Greinke, Travis Shaw, Cobb, Wheeler, Jones, Holt, Familia. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Familia. I'm gonna stick with that. All right. We are on to another layer of these. Another 6. Let's keep coming. Got at least a few more after this. A few more layers of 6. That is. This is kind of cool. It's been a minute since I've opened some of these. Wow. Okay. Back to a security one. Haven't seen one of those in a minute here since the first layer. So I wonder if it's 2 layers of 4 or something, and that next layer's got them again. Renfroe, Valdez, Framber Valdez. I was putting him aside. I'll still do that. I'll stick by that. Fetty, Cruz. Looks like we got ourselves another image variation of Santana. Got Jalen Beeks. Looks like we got another hollow foil coming up. O'Brien. There's another Tatis, though. Love it. That's our 3rd Tatis. Digging it. I still am having a tough time believing this might be a image variation. Just so bizarre, though. I got to put it aside. Got ourselves another one of the foils for the Cardinals. It's been a minute on those, too, to be honest with you. White Sox. We got another 150. Here, Adrianza. I believe we have a gold of his. All right, it's another one of those. Followed by Dave Winfield. And by the way, if you haven't heard today, Dave Parker, the Cobra, passed away. That is a shame. Obviously played with a number of teams. Pirates, obviously everybody knows him for. Big Red Machine, Toronto. Brewers, I believe he played for. McMahon, Barnes. Hell of a player. And sorry to see him pass. Okay, on to our next one. Okay. The whole layer. It's like it's every maybe 4th, 4 with top layer being security. Then you get down 4 more and another layer of security. Jankowski, Springs. I gotta say it's not probably a variation. Castro, Gant, Lynn, Moncada, Ross, Fletcher, Marisnik, Miami, San Diego, Hill. Got a Daniel Norris. Foil. Nothing too special there. Followed by an Ernie Banks. A 1/50th of Jorge Lopez. Followed by Sean Reed Foley. Moore. All right. Clutchin, Barreto, Maley, Dahl, Hand, Middleton, Broxton, Sale, Riddle. All right. crazy there. Alright, I think we're due for another big rookie. I would love to see another Vladdy at this point. We've got plenty at Tatis. I will keep taking the Tatis. That is of no consequence. I will, again, the whole layer, it's like just like the top layer of that box. All right, Longoria. Castillo, Gant, Lynn, wow, holy collation. Fletcher, Hudson, Edwards, Detroit, Josh James, Archer. We've got a foil of Moore, Matt Moore. Babe Ruth. Rogers Hornsby. Out of 299. Something seems suspicious there. It's kind of a gold, copper, reddish corner, whatever that was. Just seemed out of the ordinary. Very cool. Numbered insert. We've got a Don Mattingly, followed by a Samardzija. There's Shark, Bueller, Yarborough. There's another Ohtani. Chen, Peralta. I gotta find out if that's a variation or not. It kind of looks like it should be, but put this aside just in case it turn out not be. Perez, we've got Hess, Matz. We haven't gotten a hit yet, which is kind of shameful because these are supposed to be out and about, and you'd think that occasionally you'd give somebody a little bit of a, you know, throw somebody a bone there with a hit, but it has been dry for hits. Now, plenty of numbered cards. I cannot complain there. Good amount of rookies. 1 second here. I'm going to sip my iced tea real quick. But no hits yet. No hits. All right. Security, no security. All right. We got Nova. Ivan Nova. Matt Harvey. Kikuchi again. Reyes. DJ Stewart. Rogers, Murphy, DeShields, Leone, Detroit, Josh James, and we got a Will Myers. Not a bad player back in the day. Here he is with the Padres at that point. Kind of made his name as supposed to be a generational player for the Rays. That didn't pan out quite a bit. And that is 293 out of 2019, but another gold nonetheless. So completely digging on that. Excited to do the recap at the end because we're going to have quite a big pile here, it looks like. Got a Willie Stargell. All right, Samardzija. Can't get ourselves enough Samardzija tonight. The Shark. Willie Peralta. All right. That's not this Peralta, right? No, that one's David Peralta. Another Ohtani. Dig it. There's an awful lot of Ohtani in this. And I'm not saying that as a complaint. Don't get me wrong. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got 4 so far. 4 Ohtanis. Gold Cups. I love a variation of one of his, though. That'd be kind of cool. All right, let's see if I can get situated here. All right. Got Chen. Another Peralta. All right. There can't be that many of his variations, so I'm clearly wrong there. Meja, Avila, Kepler, and Rizzo. Yeah, these guys. Let me go kick those back to the curb here. That ones I put aside for the recap. Definitely do not believe that Dyson is next on the block. All right, buddy. You're on your own. I'll check and probably find out I'm completely wrong on the variation. All right. Let's look at a security one here on the back. All right, we've got Erlin, Stock, Hunter, Taylor Ward. Is that Ward's rookie year? Yeah, Taylor Ward, rookie. It's not too bad. He's turned into a pretty good player. Patrick Wisdom, Smith, Reyes, Minnesota, Chicago, Rockies, Tampa. Got another gold. Mickey Matuk. Now, we have not had any good, I shouldn't say not any good gold, but not a big name. 532. Still, I'm digging it. Do not get me wrong. Got a Presley for the Astros. Ryan Presley, good closer there. Was a good closer for them. That is a foil. And that looks like some goodness right there. All right. Nothing huge, but I believe this could be a numbered one. That is an Aaron Judge, 150. Out of 150. 11 out of 150. That's good stuff right there. That is good stuff. Right on. Sharp. All right. Not an auto, but you can keep chipping away at the stone here. Voit, Castro. If you guys are wondering, back in the day, this case, which is 48 packs of 34, retailed for $339, I believe, is what we got them for. Eduardo Escobar. That was Peralta before, that's right. Tim's, Pinder, Polka, and Pettit. Sounds like a law firm. Pinder, Polka, and yeah. Let's see. All right, last pack of this layer here. And the security here. Come on. Just wet my beak a little bit here with the hit. Let's get another foil. Hunter, Ward again. And again, some of these guys like Taylor Ward, great players. I'm just not really pulling them aside for this. Probably should. They turned into good players. I'm pulling aside Framber Valdez's, so as just for the recap. As he turned into a pretty good pitcher, to be honest with you. All right, so we've got a Greg Allen. So I'm not burning the house down with that one either. But I like the frequency that we're getting these because it means there's a chance. So you say there's a chance. All right. Golds are getting thick over there. It's the pile of the golds. Got a McCutcheon on the foil. Franchise. Freddie Freeman. Fulton Awitz. Stanton Iglesias. Davis Rayu. Escobar. Timms. Yacobonis. Happ. Romine. Fry. Pinder. Polka. And Pettit. The law firm again. And Diaz. Collation is not good. All right, moving some of these piles over because they are getting a little tall. lot of base. All right, 6 more. Wow, these just keep coming. Got at least 2 more rows. Like I said, I wanted to say because that had the security on them, that was likely the next block of 4 rows. So that means we just got past the halfway point, which is pretty interesting stuff here. We got a Morales, followed by a Pilar. Okay, a little different collation. We haven't seen these guys in a bunch of packs, so maybe that's a good thing. Rowe, Gonzalez, Robles, Lauer, Gonsalves. Got a Reese McGuire, Davis, Texas, Odor. We've got a Stevie Carlton. We got a 150. Man, got plenty of these guys. This guy's cards here tonight. Hirano Yoshisha. I don't know. I don't think he's still in the league, but I could be wrong. Followed by an iconic cards of Harmon Killebrew, Rodney Hildenberger, Davis, Alfaro, Jones, Williams, Blandino, not Dino Blandino, Vargas, Austin Harper, Devensky, Kemp, Negron, Tony Kemp, and Chris Shaw. Home run card, it appears. Tellez, Mazzara, Font, Ozuna, Soroka, Garcia, Ferguson. It's not Turd Ferguson either. Albies, Pierce, Castillo. And that's probably our best gold yet tonight. There's an Alex Bregman with Roberto Clemente back. We've got a 1375. We've got a home run card for Anthony Rizzo. Taylor Ward, 35th. Followed by a Nunez. There's a big baby rookie. Farmer. Greinke, Shaw, Cobb, Zach Wheeler. Brazier, the GOAT. All right, Story, Holt. Yep, Delmonico. All right, nothing more in that one. Got Wainwright, Martin, Kendrick. Now, we'll be disappointed if we get through an entire case and there's not a hit in here, though. That's a bit of a slap if that's the case. Even if it's not just some cheesy napkin. I mean, hook a brother up. All right, we got an image variation. Tony Gwynn, one of my favorite players from back in the day. Hitting machine and class guy. All right, that's followed up by Mookie. Yep, my umpteenth Fulton Awitz, Stanton, Iglesias, Peralta, Yacobonis, Fry, Velasquez, Allen, Peterson, Vargas, Diaz, Desmond, Tropiano, and Hamels. All right. I think we're due for another rookie here. I would say these golds, though, seem like every other pack, which is a wonderful thing when you've got 48 packs. All right, we got kind of Falefa. I believe he's with the Yankees these days. Santana. I still want to believe that might be image variation. Again, I'll probably be proven wrong there. We got a Beeks, Cuevas, Lugo, Corbin. Speaking of Corbin, I haven't seen Corbin Burns, which I believe is in here. Woodruff, Nebel, Mieja. There's another Otani error card. A 2108 date on there. Got Arizona. Okay, let's see what we got here. Is this numbered? Evolution. No, I mean, I remember these inserts, but with the sepia, I couldn't remember if that meant if it was. Oh, hello. Look at the, what it was a misdirect. It had me guessing that, so I didn't notice what was underneath it. So there's another Vladdy. I am good with that. Throw that on that good rookie pile. Peralta, Conley, Cole, Bird, Velasquez, Allen, Peterson, Vargas, Inciardi. Man, all those names that we just passed there, I think we've gotten golds of. Kanya, Irvin. All right. Nelly Cruz starts it off. Santana, I'm starting to doubt this is a short print or an image variation because I've gotten like well too many. Followed by this Beeks character here. So Beeks, Cuevas, Lugo, Corbin, McKinney, Munoz, Fowler, Tatis Jr. Boom. All right. Keep those coming. I would love some sort of parallel, though. Would be kind of nice. Not just these straight up base. Digging it, though. Tyson, you're starting to make me wonder about your variation status as well here, because there's like about 10 of them sitting over here. All right, let's keep it going. We've got Jeffers, Marisnik, Marlins, Nick Martini on the gold. Max Scherzer. Followed by Franchise Feats. Montgomery, Presley, Moore, Russell, Barreto, and Middleton, Broxton, Chris Sale, JT Riddle, Sabathia, Shoemaker, Braun, Benintendi, and Kenta Maeda. Grab some more sleeves. The way this is going here. Second, guys, here. Yeah, I might have to take a look. Put them down there. All right. Got a Cuevas, Lugo, Corbin, McKinney, Munoz, Fowler, Verdugo, Hernandez. Jeffers. Is it the San Diego? Wheeler. Not a bad player. Would have been better if it was Pete Alonso. Got Dave Winfield. Franchise feats. That is an old stock. Recognized it by that as a Mike Montgomery. There it is. $34.99. It's got classic cardboard, like 70s cardboard. You can't miss it. It's a little bit thicker. It's got rough texture to it. Very cool cards. And I gotta look to see if I got more top loaders here. Actually not doing too bad, considering that we don't have a traditional hit yet. One second, guys. I'm looking for supplies here. Wow, we might be getting light here. To the supply closet. Alright. Get up. We got McCutcheon, Triggs, Milton, Broxton, Sale, Riddle, Martini. Followed by Muncy. We got Austin Meadows, Future Stars. We've got Reddick, Studio, Shoemaker, Braun. Wow, I haven't seen Ryan Braun's name in a little bit too. Kenta Maeda again finished that pack like the last one. All right, how many layers we got here? Oh, goodness gracious! All right, so it looks like we've got this one and one more after that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a couple more top loaders. Sam Dyson, Sharpley, Tyler O'Neill, Feria, Mathis, Kelly, Mike Fiers. There's a flamethrower back in the day. Newcomb, Waka Tanaka again. We've got a Hunter Dozier, not LA Doziers. 430 out of 2019. Feet. Moro, Leon. There's a Pete Alonso. Been a minute since we've seen one of his. So that's good. Yeah, what's up, Anthony? We sent out an email, and for some reason it said it was delivered to our entire contact list, and none of us, and like usually get it. My brother gets it. Parents get it. The break parents. Nobody got the email, so I don't know. It kind of went into limbo. But hey, it's absolutely great to see you. We probably got 6, 10, 11, like 11 more packs left out of the 48. So we are slogging along. No hits, but a ton of numbered cards and rookies. So going pretty good, actually. Still waiting for that something to surprise us here. Rodriguez, Bonifacio, Galway, McHugh, Wong, Farmer, Greinke, Shaw, Jones, Holt. All right, nothing too crazy there. All these here are all golds, all stacked up like 4 deep. We've got some other numbered cards here. We've got rookies. We've got everything under the sun here where we have to recap at the end. So we've had a couple of these cases laying around. We decided it was finally time to get into one of them. All right, we got Elias, Frazier, Irwin, Stock again, Tommy Hunter, Taylor Ward. Again, a really good player he's evolved into. Neshek, Wisdom, Archer, Chiswick, Davis. We got Odor. All right, so we got a Triggs, hollow foil, or just foil. Let's see. Steven Gonzalez. I don't think we got anything in this pack. That is so rare for us not to get anything kind of note. I am sorry. I'm spoiled. We've had such a good run here. This is a weird pack. Hildenberger. Wow, I'm almost embarrassed at the entitlement of that. We've been rolling along so good, and I was like, oh, all right. We have nothing. Vargas. Wow, this might be the coldest pack we've opened. Freeze Davinsky. Holy cow. That, I would say, is our coldest pack. That was weird. All right, let's pick it back up with Font, Ozuna, Mike Soroka. Got Garcia, Ferguson, Chisenhall, Miles Straw rookie, Justin Smoke. Followed up by Kyle Wright. Royals, we've got another one. It's probably our 4th or so of the error cards, the Ohtani error cards. Citing 2108 there is the date. One second, I got a sip of my iced tea here real quick. Picking it back up, we've got Bryce Wilson again and a Bryce Harper. Iconic card. Darn, thought maybe we get lucky on that one being numbered. Okay, we've got Altuve followed by another one of these. Another 150, Torres. Got a pretty good pile of these 150s, the anniversary cards. All right, we've got a Cal Ripken, 35th. We haven't got, there's been like no numbered cards here in a couple of packs. Conley, Cole, Bird, and Ciardi, Rojas, Hicks, Lopez. Huh. How about that? That is surprising. Back to back. Pablo Lopez. I don't know. You know, I should have kept a better eye open for his, to be honest with you. That's a good oversight. We're going to have to keep an eye open on the way out here. Because, honestly, we've been getting so much repetition here over the course of a case. If we've seen him, we'll see him again. That is for sure. Cordero. Although there's some guys we have not seen yet that I'm kind of surprised about. Altogether, Alcantara, Shaw, Pedroia, New York. Got faces of the franchise. What I don't know, I don't think that's normally blue. I think that's a retail blue, to be honest with you. I could be wrong. I think that's a retail blue. Similar to the Johnny Bench we got earlier. All right, we got a Rojas 150. All right, continuing on, we got a Mike Trout. All right, I'm a sucker. I'm going for a Trout. That's a good card. I like that card. All right, we got a Ramirez, Marte, Sweet Victory, Pujols, Rojas. We have not seen a numbered card here in like 2 packs. What's going on with that? Wins, White, Kramer, Maytuk, Will Myers. All these guys we have golds of at this point, except for the good rookies. Killing me. All right, so that was uneventful. I'm kind of flummoxed now. We haven't gotten like a numbered card in like two packs now. Completely out of line from the rest of this case so far. Oh, we got another home run card. Verdugo, King Felix. Got an Ahmad Rosario, Future Stars. Cordero, Stewart, Teon. Kufo, Nova, Harvey. Couple team cards. Hill, Sandoval, Giolito, Camargo. Got a Lindor. Really old home run card. We got a Jake Cave. 35th anniversary there for the Twins. All right, I am not seeing another numbered card in this one either. Wow, they are stiffing us hard. I'd feel bad. This whole row has been a little underwhelming. If you guys have watched the previous packs here, you know how we've been rolling here. So bizarre. All right. Unexpected. Maybe we're going to finish strong. We got this, and then we got to hold down the row of 6 left. Yeah, I mean, some of these guys, like Kepler, and I just perpetually have been spinning. Teon, it's the exact same collation. Kikuchi, that's not too bad. Pablo Sandoval. Good on my Panda cards. Caratini. So we've got Posey. And that's obviously a variation or short print. Dale Murphy. All right. Got Charlie Blackmon. Got Norris. Pointer. Yeah, something's weird. It's like nothing for numbered stuff here. Nothing for rookies. It's like they put a completely cold set of packs in this thing. Bellinger, Kang. Wow, yeah, it is. All right, well, as long as we don't finish that way, I can accept a few of those in a row. That's not a big deal. That was a pretty stiff row, though. I'm not gonna lie. Holy base cards. There is some serious towers of base here right now. And I don't mean subwoofers. All right, this is the last 6, folks. Then we will do a recap. We've lost a little momentum on that row. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully James is good. Please say hi to him if you talk to him. All right, nothing so far here. We need some game changers here. And that would not be it. Shaw, Pedroia, Mets, Dylan Betances is not it either. It is a gold card. That is not the droids we're looking for. And that one is 1749. Add that to the pile. We've got a Mel Ott. Oh! Look what snuck through the door. Benny Baseball. Not numbered, however. Even though it is red. How about that? Snuck in there. Thick sleeve here. All right, let's see. All right. Slowly but surely, it's coming together. Again, Tatis would have been much nicer. Vladdy. But, dig it. Oh, nice. That's a nice haul right there. Yeah, please give him my best. Marte, White, Kramer, Maytuk, Meyer, Dozier. All right, come on now. There's old Max. All right, here we go. Smith, Reyes, Wainwright, Martin, Kendrick, Perez. Nothing too crazy. There's our Waka Tanaka. Got a Roger Clemens. 150. Followed by a Robbie Alomar. And ooh, here we go. Got a John Hicks 150. Followed by a Tyler White. Looks like a pink, maybe? That is out of 50, though. Goes in that pile. Alrighty, we got quite a few numbered cards, and I mean quite a few. Alright, Moro, Leon, Alfonso. There we go. Let's get a couple more in here at the end. Here we go. Altair Austin, Bryce Harper, Castro, Rodriguez, Bonanif. Which one was that? Bonifacio. Hugh, Wong, Negron, Kemp, Shaw, and Jacoby. All right, we got 4 packs left. Roughly, 120-ish cards. Let's see what we do. Stewart, Rogers, Murphy, Shields, Leon, Elias. Let's see here. Anything of note? Bob Feller. Oh, I like this. That's not too bad. A 150 Pujols. Continuing on, we got an iconic card. Roger Clemens. This guy. Castro. Jason Castro. Gardner, Minter, Lagares, Reed, Martin, Kingery, Verhagen, Choi, Osuna, Freeland, Rodriguez, Smith, and Darvish. Woo! 3 more packs. That K-line bat, especially, I'm digging. All those are pretty good, though. Nico's fine. Lasorda's classic. He's tough signature because he's cranky. And obviously, Al Kaline is Al Kaline, so that's good stuff. Wow, maybe 3-4 years ago, I had in inventory here a Al Kaline autographed helmet. It was right after he died. That was pretty good. Not him dying, obviously. That was a cool helmet. Not quite clear about that. Rogers, Murphy, the Shields, Leon, Elias, Fraser, Cincinnati, Caratini, Kiermaier. Come on, let's do something here. Here's an NCRD, 150. No auto. 48 packs. That's a little stiff here. That would have been nice if it was numbered. I'm still going to put a sleeve on it. That's a nice card. All right. We've got Daniel Norris, Pointer, Tulowitzki, Vasquez. Yeah, for sure. That's good stuff. Again, pretty happy for him. I always like those memorabilia and vault breaks. Anything like that's pretty fun. Reed, Freeland, Rodriguez, Smith, and Darvish again, ending this one. All right, we're down to 2 packs. Make the magic happen. I think the magic's already left the building, but let's see. Again, it's been a good break. Just no, cornerstone thing to say this case was built on. I don't see a case, necessarily a case hit or anything that stands out as anything too nutty. Waka Tanaka again. Pierce, Albies. Okay, so we've got Griffey, followed by Nolan Ryan. Got a Kyle Wright. Rookie. There's another Alonso. Continuing on, Altair, Nunez, Farmer, Greinke, Shaw, Cobb, Wheeler, Brazier. I'd like to see one more Tatis or Guerrero out of this last pack, but we'll see. It may be falling into that is what it is category right now. That's a nice card. I sleeved it up regardless. You never know. I'm gonna look online and see if it's worth anything. It's just a sharp looking card. I used to have a couple of Jeters like that. One or two of them I sold off, some graded ones, but got another Jake Cave, followed by Field, Newman, Strasburg. Oh, there's another home run card. So that kind of kills it. That home run card probably soaks up a numbered card. Hanson, Herrera, Gallagher, Pierce, Albies, Barnes. We got a franchise. Feats. Got another Gary V's though. Had some good luck with the Gary V's. All right, so we got a franchise. We got another one of these expired home run ones. We got another Gary V though. It's our third Gary V. Hope you're doing good, Goose Dog, and the family as well. Every time I pick this up, this guy's on the top. Nunez is another big baby. All right, we're going to do a recap here in just a second. Luckily, but keeping pretty organized here. Sanchez, Story, Ortiz, Goodwin, got Breggy, Baez, DeMarco, and nothing on the way out the door. All right. That is what it is. All right, let me get organized here. Oh, goodness. All right, so golds. Yeah, it's getting there, I'm sure. So we got a lot of golds to go through here, folks. These are all golds. These are kind of our high number ones, or our non-golds. So that's pretty good, too. We'll go through these. Good, though. Sounds like hopefully everything's good on your end, which is what I want to hear, hopefully. All right. Is that one or two? All right. And hopefully James is good, too. He's a good solo. We will be getting back to breaking here. We've got like a pretty interesting... we've got an app underway. We've got a whole bunch of stuff, irons in the fire. It's been an interesting month or two. All right, so let's let me get everything out here that we need to cover. My goodness. Whew. All right. Let's get started here on the recap. Thank you, everybody who's checked in with us tonight. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, I know. We got to put more up there. And again, we've been trying to sort through some systems here and trying to sell a lot of singles that have piled up. And they've just been gotten unmanageable. So, but at the same time, we're developing an app. It's not a breaking app, but it is a Break Brothers app. In between, me personally, I've actually published 2 books that I didn't expect to. There's been a lot of weird stuff going on that's been a time soak. Same with, I'm a musician. One of these days, I'll have to show you guys. I'll play a video here on the air, and you can see me doing my thing. Touring musician, offered record contracts, all that stuff. It's been an interesting ride. But I used to build guitars too, and I went through a whole spate of them the last couple months where I was scooping up kind of damaged guitars, restoring them, and then flipping them, and got the fever for a little bit. I'm trying to back away from that, but it's been fun too. All right, so let's do a recap here. Where to start? All right, we got some. Let's do the. Again, I'm not sure if these Dysons look super shady. I don't think they're actually going to be image variations, so we'll do those last. But all right, so we got a Dale Murphy. We've got I believe these are image variation. Carlos Santana's. Tony Gwynn. Another Santana. We got got an earthquake. We've got a Strawberry. Another Santana. We've got a Jeff Bagwell. Jason Castro, and I gotta check. That might be an image variation. And these Dysons, I don't know. We pulled so many of them. I don't even know if I put them all aside for this recap. They were so common. I've been doing it for a long time, and that's not like my job. It just if you're a musician for a certain amount of years, you need to become self-sufficient. And at one point, I had 20 something guitars, so you needed to be able to kind of do what you do. But then I ended up in my garage setting up all the stuff to manufacture guitars, and that gets down a rabbit hole because I love the finishing of guitars. And that's what got me thinking in this last couple months, because I've been thinking about doing some guitars where the body is using old cards, putting them under, under where it's under a clear coat, and just making some guitars to have actual cards on them. So I don't know. We'll see where that goes. Hang on, so let me get a sip of my iced tea here. One moment, folks. Sorry about that. All right, let's get this done. Let's do these, whatever these are going to end up being. We got 5 home run cards. Andujar, Votto, Rizzo, Springer, and Lindor. Obviously, those are long expired. We've got Ohtani error cards. 4 of them. That's not too awful. Let's see. 2 retail blue. We've got a Faces of the Franchise for the Dodgers and a Johnny Bench, 35th. All right, now these are the rookies that aren't really of too big a note, but pulled aside. Really, it only seems like 2. Eloy, Fromber, Michael Kopech, Fromber, and a couple more big babies, which are worth nothing. He's done nothing to help himself in his career. Let's go through these foils real quick. We've got a Triggs, we've got a McCutcheon, Presley, Matt Moore, Daniel Norris. Got a team card for St. Louis, Max Stassi. Got San Diego, Altair, Mike Montgomery. Got a big baby, and Eduardo Nunez. Next up, let's do the 150s. Got a chunk of these 150s. All right, Inciarte, Albert Pujols. I like that one. John Hicks, Miguel Rojas. We got Torres. You know better than I on that one, Goose Dog. We've got Yohisha Hirano, Jorge Lopez, Iher Adrianza, Wilson Ramos, Vince Velasquez, Ian Happ, Greg Allen, Jason Vargas, Jace Fry, Austin Romine, and Jace Peterson. Those are the 150s. Next, let's do the Gary V's. We got 3 of the Gary V's. We've got Chris Iannetta, Randy Johnson, the big unit, and Jose Ramirez. None of these are going to be numbered. But my understanding is they're desirable inserts, so we put those aside. Let's go through our Otanis. We did get 4 Otani Gold Cups. So that's not too bad. Dig it on that. We got 5 of the Alonso rookies. So not too bad with that. We got 2 of the Vladdies. So that's good. And Tatis. Got 4 Tatis. So not too shabby. Is it the right side up? Yeah, there we go. So, you know, plenty of Alonso, couple Guerrero, nice on a Tatis as well. So I'm quite happy there. All right, that leaves us down to the more interesting numbered stuff and the hit. But let's go through our gold. We do have a fair amount of gold. Let's go. And through this pile, we got Taylor Davis, Ehire Adrianza, Brian Goodwin, Hunter Dozier, Dellin Betances, Zach Wheeler, Nick Martini, Greg Allen, Will Myers, Jace Peterson, Yoshihisa Hirano, Miguel Rojas, Eduardo Escobar, Alex Bregman, Mike Matuk. We got Ronald here again, Torrey Ice, and Roberto Osuna. So how many do we have there? Oh, nice. I used to. I think I sold one at one point. I had more Tatis. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 gold. Not too bad. Yeah, Tatis is legit. Looks like he's around, going to stay around for a bit. All right, well, let's go through this hit. Then we'll go through these other numbered ones. So we got Andrew Benintendi. Game used material. How about that? Did not expect to see that. Very cool. Not numbered. And let's go through these. I don't know what order to go through them, so we're just going to go right from the top. We've got a Tyler White. And that is out of 50. It is 11 out of 50. We've got a Mike Montgomery. That's the old stock. $34.99. That kind of heavy stock. We've got a Aaron Judge. I like this one. Okay, with the 150. And that is 11 of 150. Got a Rogers Hornsby. 150. That's out of 299, 274 or 299. We've got a Matt Kemp, Independence Day, out of 76, 72, 76. We've got a black Nick Martini, rookie. That is 279 or 299. We've got a camo or something to that effect. Anthony Discofani. Discofani, I'm going to go with on that because I just don't know. That is 23 of 25. And we got a Teddy Williams franchise feats. And that is 45 out of 50. So that wasn't too bad a pile of kind of decent parallels, to be honest with you. It's kind of interesting smattering. It's like not a whole lot of repeats. It's like one of each kind for the most part. All right, so that's going to be that. Oh, McClanahan. Yeah, he's. I don't know if he's still doing what he's doing, but he was pretty good for Tampa for a bit. We got to see a ton of him down here in Tampa. I love 2019. We still got another case of this. We still got other stuff laying around like that, but with 2 of these cases, we kept walking by it in the closet, the supply closet, and it was just like, it keeps side-eyeing us, so we decided to take one on here and see what's in them. Because to be honest with you, we opened up quite a few of these cases. That's why we got 2 of them left. We must have opened probably 4 of these back in 2019. So figure we open one up, see how it aged. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Spend some time on a Saturday, and it was. Okay. Oh, right on. I didn't know it was like one of the materials ones. I thought you meant it was just a 1 out of 1, like just a standard card. I didn't realize it was a relic. That's even better. That's good stuff right there, Goose Dog. Good stuff. Well, keep an eye on the site. Not probably not this week, but we're going to start trying to see if we can get some stuff out there. What we're pondering doing, since we'd be building back up the base here again, is maybe doing some random division stuff, where we make like 6 spots and you get random divisions or something. We're going to try some of those out. So Jeff and I have been talking about that. So we'll see where it goes. But we got a couple videos we still have to release. We've got a what the heck did we just open? Some hangers and a the Bowman Chrome video too, or Mega. The Bowman Mega one is we need to post as well. So these couple that have been around for a little bit that we just haven't had a chance to post. You'll see those up there before too long as well. All right. Well, that is going to do it again for us tonight here. I am Scott. As always, I'm here with Jeff, the other half of the Break Brothers, and we figured we'd roll it back a little bit on a Saturday night, do some 2019. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. You get a little flavor of what's inside of a 48 card or 48 pack, 34 card per pack box or a full case. I am a little surprised there was no autos in a full case. That is my only kind of a little bit of kind of regret on that one, I guess, and kind of the QA end of it. We did get the one relic, but that's like a $2 or $3 relic. So anyway, thanks again for joining us. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll talk to everybody soon. Goose Dog, great seeing you. If you guys get a chance, subscribe and comment and like. We much appreciate it. And if you go to our website, thebreakbrothers.com, you can subscribe to our mailing list and be informed of breaks and other things of that nature. Stuff like this, where the email went out but seemed to get stuck somewhere in the interwebs. All right, take care, be safe, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.